Alrighty guys, let's do a quick end of day webinar. There's only 10 minutes left in the trading day and I'm still long some CERC. So I'm actually going to make this one, I'm going to kind of cut it short so I can hang out in after hours with you guys and trade a bit. But yeah, I'm not going to cover every trade today because I did a whole lot of in and outs today. I know we took at least 2 shorts earlier in CERC. Both were actually good shorts. The second one we had to get out of the way in time. The second short I took on CERC was actually late day right here through 103, and then it got the first target at 96, and then it started to bounce back and it put a higher low in. So I decided to cover the rest up at 104, 105. So the thing about today that was weird is that there was 2 what I thought looked like really good short signals on CERC, and both of them basically only got 1 target, and then I had to cover the rest out for a flat or a small loss on the rest. I think both were actually small gains overall, but the main contributor to my day today was CERC long. And the reason I wanted to just jump right into this and bring it up is because a big part of what got me interested in getting long CERC was the similarity in the pattern between this and CERU yesterday. So guys, take a look at CERU chart from yesterday. So here was the action yesterday. Same sort of thing, right? Had a big run up from 50 cents, kind of double topped out, started to look weak. There was a short signal. I mean, there was definitely a short down here at around 81. And then it kind of broke VWAP, then just reclaimed, big volume, and started to squeeze. And so I was thinking when we were trading CERC, I was like, well, you know, the last short I took before I got long was I was a little later than usual. I was at 303. Normally I'd try to be in around 107 or 108. But I was a little concerned that the way it was holding 105 here, just mark up 105. See, I was kind of holding that 105 and it dipped down and it held. I wanted to be ready because I was going to get long. Like I was ready to take a long signal on it, but then it actually started to break down, so I decided to short 103, and I got to fill it 96.5. So about like an 8-cent gain on that, and then I took a flat on some and a 1-cent loss on the rest at 105. So I basically decided, like, look, I'm going to turn around and get long this thing because it's just such a similar pattern, and I'm going to show you guys one more time here. CERU. Notice how we late day right here broke VWAP, looked like it was going to fade, and then it just sort of came back, popped back over, and started to run, and then after hours it started to run. So it went really big, run after hours yesterday, and then guess what? This morning, weakness right away in pre-market, and a fade all the way back, and that's almost what I'm kind of expecting with CERC tomorrow. So with CERC, the main contributor to my day today was getting long at 108. And I was going to get long 107 right through that sort of breakout level. The reason was because that's kind of where I was thinking stops, like shorts would be stopping out between 107 to 110. But I kind of missed the punch through 107, so I threw down a bid at 108 and actually got tagged on the bid on this pullback and got a really nice fill. And I saw some of you guys in chat got 109s. So yeah, I mean, it was just like a really nice run up, and I got some covers over 120. I actually sold some at 132, so that's a huge percentage move. A really nice trade. I was going to stop the 108s. I would have stopped if it broke this sort of support here at 103. So it was about 5-cent risk trade. So yes, yeah, I mean, like a good 4 or 5 hour trade. And it's not over yet. I'm still long some CERC, and I'm going to hold it into after hours if we close over 125 here and look for a squeeze up towards 140 to sell the rest. I do think that tomorrow we're actually going to end up shorting this one, guys. To be honest, I think it's going to be very similar to CERU from yesterday. So again, had this big run up in after hours after closing strong and squeezing, and then if it opens weak tomorrow, even in pre-market, I'll be ready to short it. So yeah, hopefully we can catch both sides of this one. And if it's anything like CERU yesterday, this one really gave up a lot of gains all the way back to 80 cents. So that's a really big, again, percentage move, you know, in the big picture. So guys, as long as we're holding over 125 in CERC, long and strong. And although we know that there's we did some research on this company. they have an ATM, which is an at the market offering, which they can just sell they can just sell shares at the open market. 30 million in warrants. So obviously there's some things going on there that's not ideal for being long, but at the end of the day, it's like if there's a chart pattern there, people are short, they're stuck, and you can get a good trade in there that's a 5-cent risk for 30-40 cent reward. Of course you should take it. Ultimately, yes, I think the trade's going to be a short for us, but for now I'm actually thinking this has been a really nice trade, nice long, and still holding strong into the close. So hopefully we can get a little squeeze in after hours here. The market actually closes in 3 minutes, so we'll follow along here in chat and see what it brings. The last sell I took was at 32, and I still have a small amount left. If it gets towards 145 to 150, I'll probably sell it up there and call it a day. Let me think if there's anything else I should cover, guys. I mean, there was a bunch of trades. Again, a lot of them were just kind of singles. We got some triggers. I was like, okay, I got a short signal, and then it went like 10 cents in our favor. Take one cover, then it's like coming back, and we take a flat. Same with VSTM. I had 2 shorts on this one. One that I shorted 27, covered it 18, and then had to flat the rest on the way back up. And then I gave it a second try, and I took a small stop on this one, unfortunately, where it looked really good. I was actually looking at this one for a lower high. I was shorting into this push right here, anticipating that a lot of the time this pattern, it's tested 40, broke VWAP, found a little support at 21. Usually we're going to see a lower high than a break lower like that. So that's what I was kind of looking for there, was to short here, risk 10 cents, and then go for like a 30-cent trade. But just didn't work out. So another thing, guys, that I mentioned a lot, and I mentioned it yesterday in the webinar, is that I get a little bit concerned when I see a big move without much of a correction. So a lot of the time I'm looking to make sure that there's like a measured move, a logical sort of measured move back. So if a stock does a huge run up like this and then it tests VWAP, I kind of like to see it come back like that and then look for like a short, something like this, where it found a little support here, but then it puts a lower high and then short like an area like this. Like, that's my bread and butter kind of go-to setup as far as shorting goes. But yeah, so it's been a little more tricky lately because for whatever reason, the last 2 or 3 days, it's been kind of like, haven't been getting as many bounces, so it's been a little harder to get good fills. Nice move on CERU right into the close here, guys. There's 39s. CERC, I mean. There's 39s. Okay, I'm just going to stick an order out there, 44. Beautiful, beautiful trade on CERC, guys. Overall, I think the market is really picking up in the last couple days for small caps, so I'm really excited. There's a lot going on. This is a beautiful squeeze. I mean, this is just totally 110% the result of people being stubborn on the short side. Guys, I want to just take this opportunity not only to just congratulate everyone for this awesome trade on the long side, but to take the time to just appreciate how important it is to actually manage the risks and by taking that stop. So although this is going to be a short for me, every single time I'll take it 100 out of 100 times, okay? But the next step for this continuation is supposed to be a lower high under VWAP or under 1. It's okay if it pops up and hits like 102, then rejects it. But the next step for this trade on the short side is a lower high and then a continuation, okay? So there's really, really no need to be like, fighting this. Once it starts to consolidate and it's back over VWAP, just get out, get on the right side, and make some money. Don't get stubborn and hold shorts and add to losing positions. Even though I knew about the ATM, the 30 million in warrants, all that stuff combined does not matter to me. Price action and charts rule everything. Everything. So great, if we get a short tomorrow and I can get in there and like hang on to it with that confidence, perfect. But it's not happening today. So I'm really happy with our ability to, and I can talk about this in a future webinar. And I do have one buried away somewhere, a really old one called how to change bias on the fly. But I think it's a problem that maybe some people, especially like early on, have a little trouble getting too biased. And I pretty much have no problem. As soon as the chart says to me, hey, this isn't a short anymore, I'm going to cover. If I see a long signal, I'm going to be getting long and just switching sides, which is exactly what happened on CERC today in the late day. So I didn't get the fill at 44, but this is a really strong close, guys, for a 108 entry. I got a few shares left from 108. I'm going to hang out in after hours with you guys and see if we can get some fills towards 150 to call it a good day. And tomorrow, the game plan for me is going to be like, if we open weak on this one, I'm going to be looking to probably short it, to be honest. So hopefully a similar pattern to CERU. And man, if it's as gracious as CERU was today on the short side, it should be a big trade too. So guys, I hope you had a good day today. It was not the easiest day out there, but I had a lot of fun today. You know, we got a lot of good trades in there. We had a few. I got to kind of catch up on my journal here, but I took more trades than usual today, so I can't even really have to go back and sort of remember all the smaller trades I took going through my order log, because I took a few longs, a few shorts, a lot of sort of scalp trades where we got like, 6 to 8 cents, 10 cents here and there. So I did a lot more than I usually do. I traded a lot more than usual today, but it was a fun day. And nice finish on CERU. So I'm going to hang out with you guys in after hours, and we'll see if this one can get one last push towards 150. That's kind of like where I'm targeting. And then we'll look to hit it tomorrow on the opposite side, I think, as long as it lines up properly with the signal, okay? So that is it, guys. Hope you had a good day. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, guys. I think the market's starting to heat up, and things are going to just get better and better for the next month. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Again, I'm going to hang out and chat with you guys for the next little bit.